Hello. So, what I wanted to talk about today, I am reading a book by Martha Beck, who she's amazing. She's really hilarious. I always laugh at her stuff, but it's called Finding Your Way in a Wild New World. Um, I really like it. It's kind of about living your life. I mean, it's the same kind of premise as a lot of the work that I do, body centered living like through your inner child for satisfaction, etc. And like how to process emotions. And I can't remember, yesterday whenever I was reading it, I was reading it on the bus on the way to work. There was like a certain passage I was like, that is what I want to talk about in my video tomorrow. I was like, I know that that's what I want to talk about. But I can't, now it's been 12 hours. I can't even remember what it was. But it's an amazing book and I really like it. But what popped up, I follow a lot of, or I'm subscribed to a lot of different email um, chains, and one that I got this morning um, is really interesting. So, as I was talking about yesterday, how just doing the most gutsy thing that I could do with my life has brought up like all my insecurities and all of my anger and all that. It's also brought up, um, I feel like as a defense mechanism, like I've found myself being really judgmental of other people and of course of myself too. I've definitely felt that, and that's what's been fueling a lot of my anxiety and guilt and shame. Um, but I, yeah, but I've been noticing it. I've been judging other people, and I think maybe it comes from this like deep down belief that like LA is this image-driven city, which to some degree is not entirely false, but it's also a city of people in the world. It's just people. So, yes. So what I got in my inbox this morning was an email from Katie and Gay Hendricks. I really like, they talk about a lot of relationship stuff. They talk about how to be happy in relationships, and I don't know, I just really like their articles. I don't even remember how I found it, but it was titled "What Your Thoughts About Others Reveal About Yourself. Catching yourself in judgment is a first step to loving yourself." And it talks about kind of catching yourself being judgmental, and a lot of these resonated with me. When your mother comes to visit, you hate that she leaves her teacup on the counter. She knows you don't like clutter on the counter. Why isn't she respectful of your space? Yes, I definitely feel that way at home sometimes. Your partner, like just in general, your partner has a standing date with his golf buddies every other weekend. Meanwhile, you're stuck at home with the kids. He really should be more conscientious. Okay. And then there's several other ones. And then they go on to say the secret message behind your complaints. All of these scenarios seem to have nothing to do with you. Like, everybody around me needs to change. Like, I'm good. Everybody around me needs to change. But is that really true? These things might be true, like about other people, but what's certainly true is that you experience a reaction to them. Yes, and I've noticed myself being very, very reactionary. Just internally. I feel like I mean, sometimes it comes out, but I just notice myself reacting a lot internally. Um, yes. So it asks about, in the case of your mother, can you think of a time when maybe you've been a little careless around other people? And judgment is almost always a projection. So it's so much easier to point the finger at someone else than to own up to the fact that we too might be guilty of the same behavior. So I'm definitely thinking about that. I mean, I think that there's definitely, it is tricky because in certain conflicts in my life, I really do. I really don't feel like it's me, but I'm definitely willing to look and see if maybe that behavior comes up in myself and I judge myself for it. Yes, the mirror of life. But that's pretty much all I have to talk about today. I don't really have anything concrete to say about it other than I'm letting the knowledge of that just sit with me, um, and do work through me however it will. But today I'm teaching some classes and gonna dance after tonight. I'm gonna go to the Edge Pack show. Yes, because next weekend I am auditioning for their program as well. So I'm really excited to see how their performance is. I'm really excited to see the dancers. I've met a lot of them through going to class at the Edge, the scholarship people from this year. Um, yeah, so that's on the agenda for today. But happy Saturday, everyone. Have a good weekend.